Hey everyone, I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. You probably all have seen and watched my videos and heard me talk about my first trip ever to Disneyland a couple weeks ago. And it's bear repeating, I had a blast, I thought it was fun, it was great. Did both Disneyland and Disney California Adventure, so it was great. But one thing that I was thinking about on my way back, and even while I was there, and even as I got home, is I think Disney should take advantage of something that a lot of theme parks related have taken advantage of. You see, what Disney needs to do, especially in these economical times, if you will, to help them make more money, but also help the areas that would be associated with them more money, is for them to make what is known as, I guess you could say, miniature or smaller versions of the Disney parks. Sort of like a local hometown Disney park, if you will. Sort of like, basically what I mean is kind of like, take an area like, say, Sacramento, or heck, Modesto in my case. Sacramento or Modesto. Areas between that. Find an area in between that and say, okay, this is what we're going to build the more economical version of a Disney park. And I'll tell you this. If they were to take full advantage of that, and not just do that here in California, and not just do that in Florida, but do that all over the United States in selected areas, which would be close and more economical for people to visit, they would make money for the Disney company, for their company, the Disney company, and it would make money for the areas that they're associated with. I mean, take a look at Six Flags. They got all these Six Flags all over the place. You got various Six Flags here in California, the main one being in Los Angeles, just like in Florida. You got several Six Flags theme parks all over the country, in St. Louis, Philadelphia, you name it. You got these various Six Flags theme parks out there. And the reason they're out there all over the place is it's more economical for people to visit one that's close to them than to go out of the way and spend thousands of dollars, if you will, just to go to one that's in another state, or which is either in another state or is 500 something miles away from them. So it makes it more easier for them to do that, if you will, then, like I said, to do what Disney and even Universal are doing right now, and that's just have two different theme parks in two different states, if you know what I mean. I mean, think about it. When I lived in Kansas, I always wanted to go to Disneyland, or even to Disney World, believe it or not, because I was closer to Disney World. But I never had a chance to go to any of those until recently, a couple weeks ago, which was pretty cool. But any time, though, a Disney theme park character would show up in the vicinity, whether it was part of the on tour, one of the tours, if you will, like On Ice or Broadway like musicals, or even there to light a Christmas tree. In fact, I remember, I don't know if it was here in Sacramento, I don't know if it was in Sacramento or it was in Kansas City, I think it was Kansas City, they had brought in Mickey and Minnie from one of the Disney parks to light the Christmas tree in Kansas City. Now, if I had the money, I would have loved to have gone down there to Kansas City to see the lighting of the tree, as well as meet Mickey and Minnie, because to me, that would have been a step closer to Disneyland or even Disney World. But But the point I'm trying to make is, I think it would be very economical for Disney, and heck, even Universal, but more so with Disney, to do, just that, to make some miniature, hometown, whatever you want to call them, versions of the Disney parks. I mean, continue Walt's vision of spreading magic and fun to families of all ages. And this is the way, believe it or not, hear me out, this is the way I think they could do it. If they were to do what I suggest, they should go online, and they should also make it public and ask the public what theme park attractions you want to see the most at these miniature versions of the Disney parks. Like, which ones at a Disneyland and Disney World would you like to see as a part of this new park? Like, would you like to see, let's say, the teacups? Would you like to see that flying thing at Tomorrowland? What else? Would you like to see a version of It's a Small World? Would you like to see a version of the Pirates, of the Haunted Mansion, and so on? Would you like to see any kind of version, more economical version of it? You get what I'm trying to say, right? Now, I know you're thinking, well, wait a minute, Brian, there's no way that could happen. Hey, you never say never. Be honest with you, I never thought I'd finally get to the Disney parks myself, but I did. I made it to Disneyland finally. And that can go down in the history books, because I have completed the circle in my family, if you will. Every single member of my family, me, my sisters, my nephews, my niece, my mom, my dad, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, we have all been to the Disney parks. We've all been to Disneyland. Heck, my cousin in Florida, who I grew up with here in California, she's gone to both Disneyland and Disney World, so she could put that in her record book. The point I'm trying to make is, you take a look at a place like, let's say, Sacramento, an area in between Sacramento, Stockton, and Modesto. Don't think for one instance that an area in between all three of those cities wouldn't be feasible enough to have a Disney-like theme park. Heck, look at Fresno, for example. That's closer, and that's economical enough to have a Disney theme park. Miniature-wise, that is. More economical. You get what I'm trying. You get the point I'm trying to make. You take a look at Walmart store-wise. Walmart has various different versions of the stores. The traditional Walmart, the super center / hypermart, the express, and the neighborhood. And if they could do that with a store, surely somebody like Disney could do that with the Disney parks. Again, the point I'm trying to get across is, I think it would be more economical and more feasible, not just for Disney as a company, but for the fans of Disney and for the cities and areas that it would be associated with, for them to start building and start considering making economical miniature versions of the Disney parks for the entire families, for people basically that can't afford to go to Disneyland and Disney World. So that's all I'm going to say about it, but give me your thoughts. Do you think Disney should expand on that idea? Let me know what you guys think. Do you think they should expand? Or do you think maybe they should leave it the way it is? Let me know what you think. Because think of it this way. You have to envy those that live around the vicinity of Disneyland and Disney World. Because they could just go there every weekend or every other weekend and have fun. Get what I'm trying to say? You have to envy them But you also have to consider that it's more economical for them because they're right there. So what about us? Where's our opportunity? You got to ask yourself that, folks. So let me know what you think down below. Comment if you like, and I'll talk to you later.